Before the fame, before the designer chains and exotic vacations, Bobby Shmurda was just a kid from Brooklyn. Born Aquil Jean Pollard, he grew up in a neighborhood riddled with struggle and survival. Music became his outlet. In 2014, his breakout single, Hot Nigga, dropped and changed everything overnight. The infamous Shmoney Dance went viral, sweeping the internet and catching the attention of industry giants. He wasn't just a rapper, he was a movement. Streets, clubs, and social media exploded with Bobby's energy. But the fast rise came with shadows, street affiliations, legal issues, and media scrutiny. Still, in that moment, Bobby had made it from the projects to prime time. Bobby's fame grew fast, but so did the pressure. He had gone from local buzz to national attention almost overnight. With fame came not just applause, but also intense scrutiny from the media, from fans, and from law enforcement. His lyrics, once seen as raw storytelling, were now treated as confessions. The streets were watching, but so were the authorities. In December 2014, Bobby was arrested in a massive takedown alongside members of GS9, the Brooklyn-based collective he was part of. The charges were serious: conspiracy to commit murder, weapons possession, and drug trafficking. The hip-hop world was stunned. Here was one of the most exciting young rappers of the time, suddenly facing a lengthy prison sentence. In a bold and selfless move, Bobby took a plea deal, agreeing to serve 7 years in prison. Part of the deal was to lessen the sentence for his close friend and collaborator, Rowdy Rebel. It was a gesture that only deepened fans' respect for him. While behind bars, Bobby managed to stay relevant in an industry that often moves on quickly. His name echoed in songs, tweets, interviews, and headlines. Celebrities and fellow rappers wore Free Bobby merchandise, keeping his legacy alive. He became a symbol of loyalty, sacrifice, and street credibility. His absence made him even larger than life. Still, time moved on. While his peers were building empires, Bobby was locked away, watching the music world evolve from a distance. Trends shifted, sounds changed, but he kept his focus, quietly planning his comeback. When he was finally released in February 2021, the anticipation was enormous. Fans, media, and artists alike watched closely. Bobby Shmurda was free, and though the world had changed, he returned with the same fire that made him a star to begin with. Freedom was just the beginning. The moment Bobby Shmurda stepped out of prison, he was greeted like royalty. Cameras flashed, fans cheered, and celebrities lined up to show their support. His return wasn't quiet. It was extravagant, loud, and impossible to ignore. Private jets were ready on the runway. Welcome home parties lit up social media feeds. Champagne bottles popped in celebration. For Bobby, it was more than a homecoming. It was a coronation. He wasted no time reclaiming his place in the spotlight. Within days, he signed fresh record deals, reconnected with his team, and stepped back into the studio. He appeared in high-profile fashion magazines, flaunting bold designer looks and redefining street style. Collaborations with top-tier artists followed. Rappers who had once admired him from afar now wanted him on their tracks. More than just a rapper, Bobby had evolved into a cultural icon, a symbol of resilience, loyalty, and raw charisma. His energy was contagious, his presence magnetic. Social media buzzed with his every move. His Instagram feed became a window into a life transformed. Designer outfits, layered diamond chains, and candid moments behind the scenes of elite recording studios. He blended street authenticity with high fashion, never forgetting where he came from while showing how far he'd come. But prison had changed him. From the inside looking out, Bobby had learned what truly mattered: legacy, freedom, and personal growth. He knew fame was fleeting unless grounded in something deeper. With that in mind, he began reshaping his public image. He was still wild, still full of infectious energy, but now there was a wisdom behind the smile, a strategy behind the swagger. He focused on moving with intention. Whether it was music, fashion, or public appearances, Bobby aimed to inspire, not just entertain. He wanted to show that setbacks could lead to comebacks, that loyalty wasn't dead, and that style could have substance. He wasn't just back, he was reborn, and this time he was ready for everything. Today, Bobby Shmurda lives large. After years behind bars, he's making the most of his freedom and doing it in style. He cruises through the streets of Miami in a matte black Lamborghini Urus, windows down, music blasting. His wrists sparkle with diamond-encrusted watches, and his social media tells the story of a man enjoying the rewards of resilience. One day he's lounging in a private villa with an infinity pool. The next, he's making a surprise appearance at a red carpet event, grinning for the cameras. But Bobby's lifestyle isn't just about the flex, it's about the foundation he's building. Beneath the surface of luxury lies ambition. He's launched his own record label, taking control of his career and offering a platform for new voices. He's turning his name into a brand that reaches beyond the music charts, tapping into fashion, business, and media. In interviews, Bobby speaks with surprising candor. He talks about the importance of mental health, staying grounded, and making smarter choices. He acknowledges his past, but keeps his focus on the future. Independence, he says, is the ultimate goal, not just financially, but mentally and emotionally too. Fashion is a major part of his identity. Bobby rocks high-end labels like Balenciaga, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci. Whether it's bold boots, layered jewelry, or custom-tailored blazers, he knows how to make an entrance. His events are invite-only, his parties are packed with celebrities, and his aesthetic is all about making bold statements. Still, behind the glitter and gold, there's a heart that hasn't changed. Bobby often gives back to his community. He attends local charity events, mentors up-and-coming artists, and supports causes close to home. For him, success isn't just about flaunting wealth, it's about using it with purpose. Bobby Shmurda is living proof that a second chance can be a launchpad. His life today is lavish, yes, but it's also layered with meaning, drive, and vision. Bobby's evolution isn't just visual, it's deeply strategic. What started as raw talent from the streets of Brooklyn has transformed into a calculated, multifaceted brand. He's no longer just a rapper, he's a visionary. From launching NFTs tied to exclusive content to teasing film and documentary projects, Bobby is clearly thinking long-term. His business mind is just as sharp as his bars. In interviews, he's openly discussed plans to start a clothing line, get into real estate development, and eventually build his own business empire, something that lasts far beyond music. This ambition has made Bobby a cultural icon. He's not just in the studio, he's everywhere. He appears on major podcasts, talking not only about music, but about life, growth, and business. He's graced the covers of high-profile lifestyle magazines and is frequently seen in the front rows at fashion shows during Paris, Milan, and New York fashion weeks. Bobby's presence is powerful, and every post, every public move feels curated, calculated for maximum cultural impact. What sets him apart is his understanding of freedom. For Bobby, luxury isn't just about cash, cars, or clothes. It's about control. He owns his masters, makes his own business decisions, and steers his narrative. He's not just participating in the game, he's rewriting the rules. No more major labels boxing him in, no more executives shaping his image. Bobby is now the boss. And yet, through all this growth, the core of Bobby Shmurda remains the same. The infectious smile, the wild dance moves, and the authentic energy that first captivated the world are still there. Only now, they come with purpose and power. The kid from Brooklyn didn't just come back, he leveled up. Today, Bobby is more than a musician. He's an entrepreneur, a style icon, and a cultural force. Still smiling, still dancing, still winning.